Welcome, everybody. Hello to all of you. I think of you in person, but actually you're in here. So I can see you, and I think we can begin.
Let's do it.
Then you know what I want to do? I want to hold up the painting in such a way that Kenny can take a photograph of it
Of the whole
facing
thing.
it. Wait.
It's good enough, yeah. It's unbelievable. Okay, folks, here's the show. This amazing, amazing panorama. Unbelievable.
But soon you'll see it as finished. Okay, can I put it down?
Yes, you can.
Because it is an awkward thing. Okay, I am going to begin. Kenny, could you point up there? Because that's going to be what you and I discussed. We begin with today.
Yes.
Okay? I already said welcome, everybody, right?
You did. Melanie Bell is watching. Maybe move it over a little. That way, so you have more room. Is it possible?
We could take the easel, Kenny, and put it up. Let's do that at the end.
Sure.
I don't know until I try to reach with the brush.
Kina says, this is amazing. You inspire us.
I'm glad.
John Taracuso says, hi Hetty, hi Ken, hugs from California.
Okay, here's what I'll do in order to get to that corner. The corner I'll be working on is right here. And from now on, at every session, I will speak of the people I'm painting, and then I won't come back to that. Okay? Now comes the complication of moving. Wait, first I have to remove my cup.
Should I get it?
No, I can do that. But I can give it to you to put somewhere else. Whoops. And I'll move these. As all of you have noticed, I suffer loudly because I need you to know that in order to do this painting without the easel, I have to do what Da Vinci did when he painted the ceiling on his back. Okay, now watch what I have to do. I have to go this way because I have to work on this. And I want to talk to you about these people. Quite a while ago, and I'm only going to give first names, okay? But this wonderful, wonderful man, the first names will all be in the chart, so don't worry. This wonderful man lived as our neighbor here in Long Beach. He lived at the other end of the street. And one day, I was shoveling the snow from the car wheels. And
You were?
yeah. And then Eric came and he did the heavy work. And suddenly this man appeared and said, "Don't do that. I have a snowblower." And he did. And ever since then, whenever it snowed, he would be waiting with the snowblower. Just one of the most wonderful gestures that it could have been. And then one day, I'm walking, and a kid stopped by on a bicycle, and he told me that he's coming back. But he and his family had moved to Buffalo. So I didn't know what he meant. He said he's coming back just to help me. And I didn't understand. Because who comes from Buffalo in order to help somebody? And it wasn't snowing. Right? So, first of all, I am able to do this the way I'm doing it because they're in the distance. If I had to do their faces correctly, I couldn't because my hand shakes. But I have enough there already, okay? So that I can do what happens when somebody's in a distance. At any rate, they came. He and his wonderful wife and their kids. But this girl, I don't think was their kid. I think it's just somebody who's a friend. And I couldn't find the photos lately because I began this so very long ago. And so I just remember one of them was a young girl with a lovely figure wearing a bikini. And he has 2 strings hanging down. That I remember. In the meantime, when they came, what really got to me, his wife cleaned my windows on the deck. And they came with pots and flowers and earth. And I didn't understand. And the neighbors came wondering if I was selling the house. And they immediately borrowed shovels and things from the neighbors. And they began to do the ground. And I didn't know. I didn't understand. But I was also worried because this is not what usually happens in our neighborhood. And all the neighbors began to wonder, is Haiti selling her house? And somehow or other, we solved it. What they said was, I tried to explain that I didn't understand. And he explained, we were just trying to do good things to people who needed it. And I have a beautiful letter of theirs explaining that when they did this, they should have explained first that they were just trying to do good deeds because they're able to. So they're the first I wanted to speak about because it fits in with the concept of this painting, which was when Eric said, let's do a painting which shows the kindness of people. Okay? Now you see why an easel would make life much better.
Let me tell you that Kathy Cawthorn is watching. Carol Hodkins says hi everyone. Megan Campbell Frasina is watching. And she says hi Hetty. Carol Hodkin is watching and says hi everybody. Marsha Bard Isman is watching. Denise Taylor is watching. And Marsha says hello all. Hello Marsha.
And hello all of you. I love the comments. Now, watch what I'm doing. I am going to just do bits and pieces of shadows there, because these are the people who are so far in the background that if you were really standing there in front here, you couldn't see the exact features. But because my hand trembles, I have it so easy to do this because I can rest my hand. See what I can do? I can rest on here because I prepared that I would not get anything wet under my arm.
Greg is watching. Hi Greg.
Hi there.
Tammy says that video camera, Tony's, looks amazing.
Wait till you meet him, because the way he carries it is so amazing. It's as if his body melted into it. His chin, well, when I do him, I'll explain that. And I don't think I'll reach him today, but I will next week. See, I can allow myself to do shadows to the 3 dimensions. And that's such fun.
What color is this?
This is a burnt umber. It's a wonderful dark brown.
And Yola Pitakas is watching.
And all the people who are calling, including Yola, are in this painting. So they have a vested interest in Monday nights.
So that's burnt umber.
Yes. Now watch. Instead of working up here and going to Tony now, I will finish him and then I will work on the bicycles, because now my main thing is don't touch anything wet and smear it. And I hadn't worried about that before.
Amy says the detail in that painted camera, oh my God. And then Amy says, Tammy, I wrote my text before reading yours. Because Tammy says that video camera looks amazing. Great minds thinking alike. And Yola says, hello, my dear Hetty, sending hugs.
Do you realize that we've established a community that someday all of you will be able to say, oh, we were partners in the painting.
What color is this?
I'm using pink because I need it. See, now I give myself the freedom.
Shirley Baker is watching.
Oh, Shirley, Kenny, do you remember her from
Of course I do. Hi, Shirley.
Okay, she's a wonderful photographer, and she travels a lot and sends me pictures of her travels. And she was a little girl when I painted her, upstate.
Mm-hmm. And Amy is high-fiving Tammy. Sandy Alzek, Kelman Alzek is watching. Hi, Sandy.
What I'm doing now is putting 3 dimensions in.
Shirley says hi, Eddie.
Hi. Now,
Martha Bilski is watching.
Martha, I have been getting messages from you, but no answers when I write. I think I'm going to go back to not using my phone and just emailing you.
Martha says hi, Hetty and Ken.
Martha is not in this painting, though she is in so many others.
But her daughter's in this painting.
Her daughter's
Katie.
here.
Sandy says, I love you both. So nice to see everyone Saturday.
Her daughter is right here.
Point again, please.
The blood.
Yes. Thank you.
How is our timing? Oh, we're rich. Because
And Martha says, hi, I haven't gotten any messages. And I am too in that painting. On Katie's left.
wait. Martha is here.
Yeah?
Martha is here. I can't see this way.
Yes, that's Martha.
Martha, and so is Mike.
Right. And Katie. Martha says, right.
Yes. As you remember, Eric had said to do a painting of who we really are. And he said, kindness is the only thing I want in that painting. Because people who do kindness, I never noticed in history. Hetty, he said, let's us do a painting to rectify that. Now, what they did, they always wore one color shirts when they do their curb rides. So what I have to do is change this shirt and let it be yellow.
Martha says yay. That she and Mike are in there too. And Katie. Sandy says Ismail and Sophian send their love. Shirley Baker says about what you just said, so true. And Tammy says kindness is free.
Tammy taught me so much. As a matter of fact, she visited here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. They're going to be bright. I'm able to do anything because as long as they wear the same color. But if I can let that yellow be more vibrant, and some of them even come in wheelchairs. Many years ago, I had lupus, and I had it in such a dangerous way that I ended up with a wheelchair. And so curb has great meaning for me, because when you're in a wheelchair, a curb means you can't go further.
You wrote a whole piece about
Yeah.
the meaning of curbs and what
Yes.
they're like and what they mean when you can't get up them.
Yes.
Amy says, Hetty, you are so kind and sweet that I get one cavity every Monday listening to you.
I like that kind of prejudice, thank you.
Martha says, 'tis true. Portraits of kings and conquerors, queens and mischief makers. And Dory says, artistic license.
Yes. Now what I have to do, because
Yellow.
I cannot see sideways, I have to prop it up for a minute and see. And
Fred Rosenberg is watching.
he is way in that other corner, there, right there. Fran is the epitome of how kindness can work. The reason I once asked how she's able to heal and help people, and she said, if you're hurting, I hurt. But whether you're hurting physically, I have the same pain, and so I fix it.
Melanie Bell asks how many kind people are in this painting.
How many kind?
Kind people are in this painting.
Everybody.
And how many is that? Do we know?
You have to count,
Okay.
because with it, there are also going to be 5 animals, and 3 of them are already in. Because when Kenny said, Mom, you cannot put anybody else in, you're ruining the painting, there's no room for anybody else. So he didn't say I couldn't put in
I
an
sound like a
animal.
dictator.
Now, let me do this. Let me fade these bicycles into the background, because I have to show distance. And the only way I can do it is like this. Let's see. See, I'm aware this shirt is red and some of these plants are wet. And I just stuck to some of the leaves. But by next week, they'll be dry.
So it's harder to paint now because you can't lean as much, huh?
Right. But that's why I'm not going to paint in this area until it's dry, because speaking of kind people, Kenny said to me, Mom, you need a doctor for old people, because you have good doctors, but they couldn't understand what you need because you're old. And I am. I'm about to be 95. See, I'm fading them off. Next.
Kathy says, I knew you would move on to animals. Laughing.
Now, what I have to do is this, and I don't think I can yet. I think it could be too wet. But
Tina points out No, that's 95 years young.
I agree. Do I tell you the truth? It was so hot today that I didn't feel young. Now watch what I'm going to do, because I think I'm dry enough.
Kathy says, Hetty, you are a young soul.
May you live long.
Lee asks an important question. When is your birthday, Hetty?
Oops.
Her. Good work, Lee. Hetty's birthday is August 4th. She turns 95.
Yes. And
She's highly resistant to a party, folks.
yeah. Watch what I'm going to do now. I need to break through these because
You're getting explosions of hearts and amazed faces coming up.
you know, I am so lucky. Kenny's making signals to me to say that the time is up. So,
Lee says, thank you, Ken.
oh, I want to show the photographs once which Lee took of me. I was visiting Yola, who is...
Should I pull that up quickly? The
Can you?
photos?
Can you?
If you hold this onto your painting, then I can.
You mean the photographs?
Yeah, but don't... Yes, just don't have your finger there. They're good. I'll be right back with it.
Oh, and I can read. You know, of all the machines that have been invented, nothing beats the camera. It's a miracle. How amazing. And in this gadget, I was able to watch planets that died billions of years ago. Phyllis Cooper, the drawing you did of me, I have it where I can see it every day. Thank you. Is Kenny ever coming back?
Okay, I am not finding the photos except one. I'm only seeing one.
Okay.
This is Lee had just seen, I think, Hetty out of his window.
Yes.
So he's taking a
And the
photo.
sixth floor.
Hetty walking down the street. This is Hetty.
And
Oh, more. Here they are.
you
Okay.
found them. Okay. Now I can go back to resting my leg, my hands.
That's Hetty having a little party as she walks.
When I do more walks, I always walk past the most beautiful garden in the world.
Everyone's loving it. Everyone's loving it. So let's see.
Imagine that a friend who lives on the 6th floor saw me walking by, took out his camera, and there I am.
And Eddie says, party, party. And Martha says, love you. And Tammy says, DoorDash. Amy says, not Loketi, you reap what you sow. You ooze love, thus you get it back. Megan says, keep resisting those parties. I shall do the same. Dory says, guess what? Your day is a Sunday. My day.
Yes.
And Eddie says, it should be Hetty Page Day in Long Beach.
I
And
tell
Marsha
you-
Goldstein-Graber says, beautiful, Hetty. We love you so. And Dr. Taubman, who you were just talking about how wonderful he is watching.
And he's right here.
Where?
That's him, But-
He's amazing.
and that's his wife. But the only thing is, the next time I have to talk about both of them, because I really learned. Everybody, bye. Thank you.